AI is attacking, bots are everywhere. This is serious.
Gentlemen, this could very well lead to the end of the World of Warcraft.
We have always had issues with bots in WoW. I have this absolutely crazy theory that I think the World of Warcraft community, or at least portions of it, seem to label any behaviour they don't understand as botting. Herb prices are too high or low, it's bots. I lose 90% of my battlegrounds because I play Horde, it's bots. Chris Metzen makes me sit through an hour and a half talking about a new Overwatch hero before finally announcing a new WoW expansion, it's bots. Belior has half a pint of Guinness and passes out, it's bots. And of course, Asmongold.
Half his followers are bots!
As you know, on this channel, we like to look at the really big issues that people care about, and we don't pull any punches. So today we're having a look at botting, my experiences of being called a bot, which is really common, and changes that Blizzard have announced which we don't know the reason for, but could have a massive effect on bots going forward, but not in a way that I've heard anyone else talk about in their videos. I love hardcore WoW, so much I decided to level many characters, and seeing as I have multiple accounts, I decided to make this easier for myself. I thought I could mega gear up one character, make them super powerful, and group with my other characters on my other accounts whilst I was grinding to let them leech experience. Obviously the experience is shared, but being able to spend all my gold gearing one character instead of 4, and also being able to buff them and heal them with the other characters was really strong. My warrior just felt like an absolute god. Very quickly though, I got called a bot, but I explained the situation, what I was doing, etc. The guy was happy that I wasn't a bot and went about his day. So I went back to grinding for about 60 seconds before I got the next message, because people, you actually see them in the world because this is classic WoW. I explained again, and satisfied with what I'd said, he goes about his day. I go back to grinding, and a minute later I get another message. At this point I have barely killed any mobs in the last 5 minutes, so I just respond saying, not bot, let's try and just make this as quick as possible. And the message I get back is obviously, that's what a bot would say. This is some flat earth levels of evidence backing up his theory, and I know nothing I say is going to change his mind, so I just ignore him. Back to grinding, and 2 minutes later I get another message. At this point I just want to tell the guy to fuck off and mind his own business because I'm barely getting anything done. But I just ignore the message. Then obviously these guys think I'm definitely a bot now. Their suspicions were correct, as I'm not responding to messages, and not at all someone just annoyed at having to respond to 25 messages an hour, justifying how I choose to play the game. Okay, so let's have a look at this situation and make a sophisticated bot together. Number 1, this bot must not move. Secondly, this bot should not perform any actions. And most importantly, this bot should not respond to any messages. This should all sound familiar because 90% of the players in Valdrakken fit this criteria. That place is just swarming with bots. If people can mistake players that are essentially just AFK for bots, then what else can be mistaken for bots? When I most commonly get called a bot is when I'm posting my auctions. I log in on multiple characters with similar names at the same location, and sometimes people are like, what the hell is going on? Now in both these situations I have no doubt that I've been reported as a bot many times. Blizzard investigates, or maybe not, sees that I'm not a bot, I don't get banned. The person who reported me sees I didn't get banned, I was a bot in their eyes, therefore Blizzard clearly don't take action on bots from their perspective. But Blizzard may have just taken action that could potentially end bots in WoW forever, but we will get to that. In no way am I downplaying how much of a botting issue we have in World of Warcraft. It's a massive problem, especially in the classic versions of the game. but I just find myself rolling my eyes at some of the behaviours that get labelled as botting sometimes. If you think something is botting behaviour, 100% report it, and if it's a bot, then hopefully it's going to get banned, or your report at least helps highlight that particular account. Now, in these challenging times we live in today, it can be difficult to get reliable information and to know if you can trust a source. Everywhere you look is going to tell you that they are telling you the truth, have all the answers to your questions, and that you should listen to us. It's difficult, but there are a lot of tools out there to help you with this. Of course, we all know there's only one place that you know is the foundation of absolute most reliable knowledge that you can trust everything, and that is of course Reddit. Now, I've seen some really good posts on Reddit about highlighting bots that are an issue, but I've seen some questionable information. My favourite of all time was on the WoW economy Reddit during Shadowlands. Cancel scanning is the process by which you use Trade Skillmaster add-on to scan the auction house, cancel any auctions that have been undercut, and relist them, making your auctions first to be sold and massively increasing your sales. This is really boring and repetitive, but an effective gold making strategy. In one thread we had 2 players on the same server, both accusing the other of being a cancel scanning bot as they were undercutting each other. They said things like, "But it takes you exactly 41 seconds to cancel scan and repost, only a bot does it so consistently." As far as I'm aware, neither of these guys got banned because neither of them were probably bots. If you do the same thing over and over again, you will look like a bot, but of course it's only botting like behaviour when someone else is doing it. Go run a dungeon 100 times, it won't take long for you to be doing exactly the same thing every run. You'll use your sprint and leap abilities at exactly the same place in the dungeon, you'll run the same route, etc, etc. Normal human behaviour, or at least as normal as it is to run a dungeon 100 times anyway, will find the most efficient way of doing something and repeat that process over and over. My point is that repetitive behaviours can appear bot-like, but it's also what a human would be doing in a lot of circumstances as well. The best post I've seen on Reddit about bots was one talking about the lack of account-wide achievements that these accounts had. Any account with less than 1,000 achievement points screams botting account. Now, at the start I said Blizzard may have killed botting off in the long term. So this post came out about the WoW token and you needing to make at least one purchase with real life money per an account. Now, we don't know why they have done this, as it is US region only, so why could this be a potential game changer? Okay, so someone bots for a while, makes loads of gold, and they eventually get banned. Now they start a fresh Battle.net account and starts the whole process again. They change everything on the account, it's completely fresh from Blizzard's perspective, nothing linking it to the old one. Except now you need to use your card to buy game time at least once, and this could be a huge issue for botters as you can't infinitely get new credit cards or bank accounts in the real world. This means Blizzard could potentially refuse your card if they wanted to when you get banned for botting, making it a real challenge setting up new accounts, as you'll need a new card every time. Blizzard aren't likely to turn money down and do that. What they could do, however, is make it so that when an account gets created and uses a card that was previously used on a botting account, then that account starts with some sort of flag on it. Now, if that account gets used for genuine gameplay, then that's fair enough, but this account could have a much lower threshold for not only getting investigated via reports, but also banned by Blizzard. This wouldn't solve the botting problem overnight, but in the long term this could make it really easy for Blizzard to target and ban repeat offenders, and really difficult for botters to set up new accounts that are going to last a long time. I don't know why Blizzard made this change, but the potential here to do some real damage to botting in the long term I think is a real possibility. Anyway, time to give away another 1 million gold. As usual, 2 winners. All you need to do is like the video and in the comments below tell me who this is. Basically this is AI art which I've created from describing a World of Warcraft character. All you need to do is tell me who this is supposed to be. The 2 winners will get sent the prize through in-game mail and featured in a future video. Thanks for watching guys, and see you next time.